Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening. Tonight, we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign, playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, playing through Carl Sargent's classic Night Below campaign. And with me tonight are the stars of the Night Below campaign. When I go through the order I've got you guys on the screen here, why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently? First up, we've got Andrew.
I'm first. Hello, everyone. I am Andrew, and I may or may not still be playing Tanith Thirnall, a level 4 elven thief who is currently submerged under a few feet of swamp water.
Yes. Next up is John.
Everyone, I am John. I am playing Dorman Kettleborn. He is a gnomish illusionist thief, level 7 in both classes, and apparently he has no idea what is going on.
Nice. Next up is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I am Calidor, and I play Jeff regularly at home when I'm not Calidor, and he is... So I am a level 8 Elven Fighter Thief.
Nice. What about Calidor?
No, yeah, that's Calidor.
No,
I am Calidor.
Nice. Next up is Steve-O.
Good evening. Really goes back. The infamous, what the heck is he? I think he's a 6th level bard. Yeah, there you go.
Nice. And last but certainly not least is our resident armor smith, Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. This is the second time I've smiled in the last little while, but I'm going to try not to be ultra grumpy tonight. And I'm playing an ultra grumpy dwarf, Druin, who is a level 8 fighter and a level 7 Allegor, which is a specialty priest of Clangadin Silverbeard, father of battle, the Worm Slayer. You know, I'm not going to go through it all tonight.
Very nice. Dave is what you call a method role player. He is, you may not see too, but he's also tied his legs back so that he can approximate the dwarven height. So,
wait a second. I got that covered too.
Nice. Outstanding. When Arlen ran the One Ring, I used forced perspective to make myself look really small compared to everyone else because I was playing a hobbit. So, guys, this is... John's been away for a little bit, so he is being thrown down in the midst of the trouble you guys are dealing with right now. I'm just going to move Chael down here. If George or Will do show up, we will add them in. But what happened last time, guys?
I think Andrew should probably give us...
Yeah, I think so.
All we hear is gurgling. Thank you, Andrew. That's a perfect...
Yep. Yeah. So, welcome to the fun, Dorman. We traveled with our new lizard folk
I don't know if John knows about the...
Oh, wait. How far back do I need to go?
2 sessions.
I think 2 sessions. So I can supply some
Were you
visual...
there for the Green Dragon?
Here's one visual aid.
No, the last thing I remember was being batted around by this weird lizard
God.
folk in a sphere on water.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a little help, guys. This is even the historian in the group here is
long and short of it is, they got Druin's axe back.
Yeah.
Didn't even know you lost
Some other
it.
stuff that happened. I don't know, like a dragon.
Okay. So we were ambushed. You know that. We were attacked. Druin's axe fell into the water. Later retrieved by the same lizard, the chameleon folk who shot the thing into the water in the first place. Very nice of them. Didn't require any persuasion at all from a green dragon. Made our way to... We were about to kind of continue on to find the lizard folk, but then a green dragon flew overhead. So we hummed and hawed a bit to try to figure out what we want to do. Ended up going towards the sound of a dragon roaring.
One point of correction. That actually happened in the middle of your fight with them. You guys were in the middle of the fight with the lizard folk. The dragon flew overhead. They all dove in the water and retreated.
It was the reason why they... Yeah.
Yeah.
Made our way towards that, kind of thinking, well, maybe that's where they are, not really knowing what to expect. Found the green dragon, presumably talking to or berating or yelling at the lizard folk. We couldn't really understand what was being said. We sent Kalidor up to scout. He was discovered because it's a dragon. The dragon confronted him, also discovered our presence. We all kind of showed up there to have a rather tense negotiation with this dragon. We learned that this dragon seems to serve a queen dragon that at the time we thought had black scales, but we realized after this dragon made no reference to the color of the queen's scales. But this dragon was very concerned with a usurper, another dragon that had turned the lizard folk against the queen, and was trying to take over the dragon's lands and territories. We managed somehow to convince this dragon that we were capable of dealing with said usurper. Don't know why. Well, probably had something to do with the fact that he was going to eat us otherwise. He made a deal, suggested we can go give it our good old college try, but if we betray him, then he's going to come after us and kill us anyway. So that's great. We're, in that situation. The situation was way more tense, but go and watch it because I cannot give you a good sense of how intense that night was. Kevin did an amazing job role-playing that dragon.
Sounds like I'm booked up tomorrow night then.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jeffrey was the one who was handling most of the negotiations at first as well, too.
Oh, he handled all of it, really.
Well, Chell tried to, give him a little bit of religious conversion to mixed results.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know that I classify that as helping. Okay, so I think that summarizes the most recent session was we were then on the road with the lizard folk towards our destination of dealing with this usurper. We learned a little bit more about the lizard folk. There are two types. There's the chameleon type that we see on the screen now, and then there's the I'm just gonna call them Saurus warriors because I can't think of the actual name, but they look like a certain other intellectual property. This guy, yeah, gator folk. So there's two different castes.
What other IP do they look like?
A miniature wargaming company produces a miniature game that you also roleplay on this channel.
Oh, yeah, lizard folk.
And the lizardmen is an army in there.
Yeah.
Those look like Saurus warriors. But anyway.
Ah, okay, cool.
I'm actually kind of drawing a blank on the difference between the types, like their general demeanors and attitudes.
The gator.
Actually, kind of forgetting some of the conversations.
Druin, I think, was the one who had the. No, it was George. It was George's character. Knox. Knox was the one who had the conversation with the Gatorman, and it was.
Jeff,
who was it who spoke to the Gecko Mo? Wasn't that Kalidor?
It was Kalidor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were trying to talk to the Gecko. So the names.
What was his?
His name. So the Gecko folk man was a Yizik, and Kazuk was the Gator folk.
Right. And he just thought I was an idiot.
Yeah, for the things that they were talking, he thought like, oh, you poor clueless things. Like,
Yeah.
God, thank God the dragon sent us to help you, because what would you do on your own?
Yeah.
The Gator
Very
folk,
confused about how we
Kazuk was less. Was he actually pulled Knox aside and had a fairly stern conversation with him. And
Yes, that's
then
right.
Knox manifested the power of the Elder Elemental Eye, and because George isn't here to do it with his. Then you guys made camp. I don't think anyone was getting. Well, we rolled. There were some people who maybe may have swamp fever. because of wounds.
Yeah, I was injured and I had was exposed to swamp water, but something tells me that might be a moot point now.
Well, thank God you didn't get it in your mouth. The last thing that happened is when you guys were setting up camp for the first evening, you had 2 days, 3 days in total of travel until you reached the Queen's destination. There was still some talk of what you guys were planning on doing when you reached there. But Tana, what do you remember happening last before we?
I mean, literally me being sucked underwater by some tentacle creature.
Something happened before that too. That was even better.
Somebody cast something, and you weren't able to make any noise.
There was like a weird slug-like thing that kind of popped out of the water.
First. Yeah.
An eye opened up like a slit in it.
Yep.
And then he was something caused him to freeze in place, so he could not scream, he could not run. But what he could
because
do
it's so much worse.
was that he could feel another appendage go up his leg and then pull him underwater with a splash. I know Chael was one of the ones who heard it. Let's take a look at the rolls here. Who
tremendously helpful.
Druin got a nat 20 on his wisdom check, so it ain't him. Calder, it'll be you then. So then what we'll do, guys, is first I'm going to queue up a little bit more of a high tempo. I know we need that still. It's down here. I'm going to put a little bit of Druinage tunage here to see if that's going to aid in Dave's mood here. Help you ease into the relaxing sounds of... oh, nice. All right, I'm going to move you guys over to a battle mat as well, too. There you go. And allow me to remove Chael here. Go to the GM's layer. All right, so here's where all of you are. I'm going to move Caldor right over here, because I think you're the one who sort of spotted this. And I'm going to put a blue dot on you to... or do I have a little water symbol? I wonder. I've got the Motrin symbol here for lower back pain, but you're not suffering that. Boom. So, sploosh, you are underwater. All right. Yeah, there's one symbol that looks honestly like back pain. It's arrows in the back, but it looks to me like the the little symbols you see on the.
That's the Boromir.
Yeah, Boromir. There should be a horn then. I'll be right back. I'm just going over here. Grab my dice. My dice.
Oh, he's getting the killing dice out.
As long as he doesn't roll the metal ones, we're fine.
Oh yeah, Kev's got the killing dice. Player slate.
Not to worry, we got the metal dice right here, guys. Good old lethal. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. Got my tracker. Got my stuff. Alrighty. So, guys, let's see here. John, you've been away for a while. Let's start with you, and then we'll go to Steve next, because Steve's been away for a while in his spiritual retreat, and then we'll go through with Druin, and then keep track normally. Guys. Round one. John, everyone decide what you want to do with your round. Really, Caldor is the only one, Druin's the only one who is, what do you call it, who is surprised, so you're not going to be able to act this round, because of that lovely nat 20. The rest of you guys are going to be able to act. Caldor, you're the one who sees what happened. So the rest of you guys will just have to roleplay. You don't know what you saw. Andrew, John, would you kindly beat my 7?
Nope.
Oh, don't you lose it already? Oh, very kind of you to share with Steve so quickly.
Was this where we were making camp, Kev?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, because with the help of the what do you call it? Of the lizard folk, you have found some dry land. Because remember that if you don't find dry land, you can't recover hit points, you can't recover spell slots, and you have to roll for fatigue as well. Okay, so actually, Andrew, you can take an action that'll be a 3 It'll do a speed factor 3 to try that escape from this.
Oh, but I'm paralyzed, right? So how do I?
Oh, no, you can't. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
no,
drown.
you're just going to die. Yeah, never
If
mind.
it's all right with you.
Yeah. All right.
This is
So-
D&D on easy mode, guys. I don't even have to do anything.
All right. Let me suggest something here. Go. Excellent. So you're on 13, Dorman. Steve-O, what's Roligo going to be doing?
I think he's gonna do his old.
Again,
good old
don't
trick.
tell me. Just go ahead and put in your we need you to put your number in the initiative order, please.
All right. Okay. There.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, and is that everybody? Oh, I guess Druin's surprised, right? Excuse me. All right.
Oh, hey. Do you want me to do my do my bard song to give everybody +1?
Well, you
Well, you don't know anything yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So then, first up will be Dorman. So you have no idea what's happened right now. Dorman, what are you doing?
Gotcha.
All you've heard is a splash, and Caldor hasn't even reacted yet.
Okay. Well, that means I'm going to stand up and grab my little short sword and look for danger.
Okay. Then it is Caldor's turn. What are you doing?
Calidor will draw his longsword and he will yell, Tanev's been pulled under! And he'll turn and move this way to the edge of the land.
That's where you saw him go under, yeah.
Yeah, like he's sort of pointing with his sword in this direction.
You know what I'm going to do, too.
Can I ping that? Like that? He's like pointing over there. Yeah.
Because Tanev, I guess, technically can't see where he is either.
No. I'm just... That's where I saw by the rocks.
dark,
He must have been
guys.
washing something or... I don't know.
So dark.
Yeah. It's so dark.
All I know is darkness.
All right.
My old friend.
Then it is Rilligo's turn. What are we doing, Rilligo?
Rilligo will slide on over real nice like, and then he'll cast his rally.
Okay.
Just to be on the safe side.
All right. So he starts... this is with your spear, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Then it is this thing's turn. So...
You choose.
What? There's some squeezing going on here, for sure. All right.
Yep. I like a hug.
There's pain. Why didn't this spell make you immune to pain?
Yeah, if you're gonna paralyze me, actually paralyze me. Wipe up the nervous system. Come on.
All right, then, excuse me. It is. You can feel yourself being dragged along under the water as well, and that is its turn. So that's the end of the round, guys. We're on round 2. Druin, everyone seems to be shouting around you. What? So then, Steve-O, everyone decide what you're doing with your turn for round 2. This is 2-foot deep water here, guys, so this is only difficult terrain to move through. It is... Oh, except for you, Dorman. It's going to be 4 times the cost to get through everything. 7, or you can swim. Okay, go ahead, Steve-O. Give us a D10 roll, please. Beat my 7 again.
D10. Sorry, what, 7?
No, you got to beat my 7. D10.
Oh, beat you 7, okay. 7.
Tying's good. Okay, so Dorman's on an 8, Calidor's on 11, Rilligo's on a 14. Druin, what are you doing this round? I just got my axe back. Come on. All right. First up is Dorman Kettleborn. What are you doing, Dorman?
I'm going to try and move over towards Calidor, staying away from the edge.
Okay.
And I'm going to enlarge him.
Okay. So, Calidor, you are now 60% larger.
70%.
Oh, 70% larger.
Oh, man.
What?
Huge!
So what's Calidor to start with?
I am 56 inches tall.
50.
So, hold on. I'll tell you. 56.
You're about 88, 85 inches?
1.7. I am 95.2.
Okay.
That is 7 foot, almost 8 feet tall.
Okay, then I'm going to make you large-sized. Which means well, it also means he's affected by large size.
Damage.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he can take it.
Well, actually, you're not going to be. You're not taking up any
Does
extra
all my-
space.
Does all my stuff get bigger?
All your damage and stuff will go bigger. Your hit points aren't affected.
No, but like my gear actually grows with me, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Anything's on you.
Would
As soon
suck
as
if it was like Incredible Hulk and it all just splits and shreds.
Yeah.
All right. So the next up is Calidor. What are you doing, Calidor?
Yes. So these are actual rocks here, right? Like it is
They
like
are.
it looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
I'll need-
man.
You got to track your movement a little. If you're moving at a regular
It's
rate,
half, right? Yeah.
right? If you're moving across those rocks though at a regular plate, you can move at a regular speed because they're solid, but they are slick as shit. So you'll have to make a dex check.
Okay, sure.
Just one, like not one per square, but
right. Dex check.
So 8 feet tall, so 2 foot of water is less imposing now.
True.
well, no, because he's also heavier and sinking in deeper.
Oh, no, you're right.
What am I doing?
Mud.
/ roll 1d20 less than 18.
There you go.
Luckily,
yep,
I'm
no
very-
problem. No problem.
High dexterity.
All right, so you get what are you doing? You can see.
He's gonna move to the edge of so he can move 2,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, oh yeah. You
And
can, you can move your full movement at this, or like half your move.
I know, but that's where I last saw him.
Yep.
And the first thing, I'm going to. It's not very deep though.
No.
Well, I mean it is, but it's not.
No, it's
in a
just
way.
murky as shit. So you like, it could be 2 feet, it could be 6. Like this is the thing you've been dealing with since you left the river.
I guess I will step right in the water, step down carefully. I don't know if he's still there or not. So
He's not there, but there does seem to be a lot of motion right here.
okay, yeah,
There's like some bubbles and whatnot coming up from that region right there.
yeah.
Then it is really good. Or sorry, then it's Druin. What are you doing, Druin?
Well, actually, I was supposed to be at 12, but it doesn't matter. I'm just picking up my axe and standing up. 'Cause I assume I was sitting down,
Yep.
polishing gear or something. And what yells out, "What's going on?" And are the lizard folk still around, or are they?
Yeah, if you look to the east of you guys, that's where they've been camped. That's where they're encamped.
Oh, okay, I gotta zoom over. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're at the next one over. They didn't want to get any closer to that awful food that you were cooking. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so yeah, I get my weapons and maybe move a little closer to Religo. What's going on? Got it.
All right. Then it is Rilligo's turn. What are you doing, Rilligo?
Really go is going to cast Rally again.
Okay, so you're still chanting. Calidor's reaching down the water. Calidor, from where that gurgling and bubbling and whatnot is, you see a weird pale-shaped, like, maybe it's the bottom of a fish that seems to surface, but then it splits open like a mouth or an aperture opening, and there is an eye within. I need you to give us a save versus spells, please.
And did you say it's this way or it's this way?
It's right it's right here.
Okay, right there.
Yeah, right where you saw that stuff.
Save versus spell?
Yes, please. No modifier. Oh, -2. Sorry, -2 to your roll.
So I put -2 in the box?
You do, yeah. Do you wish to spend Astonishing Fortune to re-roll? You have 5 points today.
Yeah, probably.
I think you saw Tanif seem to he seemed to be standing in a weird, rigid position when he went under.
Yeah, I think I better.
Okay, go
At
ahead.
least try once.
Yep.
Nope, not
So-
even close.
You're locked in place as well, and then So you can see Religo, Dorman, Druin. You can see that there is this disgusting tentacle that's making its way up Calidor and trying to get good purchase on him, but did not yet. It looks like it is made out of a combination of, like, if you combine a slug with, like, the silty river muck that you'd find at the bottom of the swamp. I guess technically it's swamp muck then. That's what this thing seems to be made of, and it's trying to grab hold of Calidor. Then it is, no one has any second attacks here. Next up, I guess, is round 3. And you have
in
all...
Calidor's square or somewhere like in around there?
In around there. It's come right out from underneath him. It's wiggling up his leg like as if it's going to try and yank his leg out and bring him down. And Calidor is locked in place right now. All right, then it is next round. So, Steve, you tied me for initiative, so everyone decide what you're going to do with your round. And then, Steve, would you kindly beat my 3?
With pleasure.
Here it comes. There you go. Nice one. Sorry for shouting in the mic, folks. All right. So, I am not acting. I'm acting until after everybody. So Dorman, it looks like, is probably save versus drowning. No. I'm keeping track of that for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I find that both comforting and alarming.
Wait, 1 second here.
Rayhawk's okay as tank.
Just remember how easy it was to get to this level.
Yeah, it didn't take us a year or anything.
Yeah, no, it'll be easy. I'll see you guys at back and forth level in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So then it is. Let's see here. First up is Dorman. We doing Dorman?
Same thing I do every. No, I'm in large Druin because that's the thing. Get the fighters ready to go, and then yeah.
Okay, so
Large
Druin, he turns. There's another sparkle that comes from Dorman's little hand, and you find yourself enlarged as well.
As long as I'm not sparkling.
You can move faster.
Shook. Then it is Druin's turn, it looks like. What are you doing, Druin?
With one hand on his axe, Druin holds out his holy symbol of Clangadin Silverbeard on his gauntlet, and he casts prayer.
Nice. Okay. All right. So there's a pulse of light that washes over all of you. There's a sound of metal weapons clashing on metal armor. And maybe the shouting of battle hymns in dwarven voices. And you all feel yourselves augmented. Then it is Religo's turn. What are you doing, Religo?
Now let's be original and cast Rally.
All right. So now you have spells, don't you, Steve?
I do. Yeah.
Now I'll tell you how to do your job here, but Calidor does seem to be like he's frozen in an unnatural pose. You can tell that something is wrong. He's not moving at all, and this thing, especially in response to this thing coming up his leg. None of you guys can tell what has frozen him necessarily, but
right.
You know, you can definitely tell something's trying to grab him, and he's not doing anything in response.
Okay.
Something to contemplate as you're rallying. This doesn't seem to be working as well as I thought.
All right.
Then it is, I guess, this thing's turn. So, let's see here. A second tentacle comes up, starts wrapping around Calidor, and then pulls him underwater as well.
Oh,
so there's 2 tentacles you saw on him, and they pull him under. Calidor seems to be precisely where that what do you call it? Where he was standing there a moment ago. Tanev, you can still feel pain, and you're being dragged along here.
Great. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then I don't think anyone else has done anything. Yeah. And no one's called out to the lizard folk. So, that brings us to the end of round 3, guys. We're on round 4. Steve-O, you are still kicking my ass with initiative. Everyone decide what you want to do with your round. And then, Steve, beat my 7, please.
All right.
Oh, keeping it interesting.
7 again.
Yep. I will still be acting after everyone, I believe, because this thing is quite slow.
Let's see here. What if I want to poke my spear? Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Shit.
What's that?
I was thinking like putting my spear in the water so they could grab it and I could pull them out, but they're not reacting.
I mean, you don't know.
He knows that Calidor was at least.
Right.
Calidor
right,
was
that's
not
true.
like he froze in a strange pose as if he was going to try and he was trying to figure out where your body was, and then it was doing nothing in response to the thing crawling. That tentacle coming up his leg. Mm-hmm. So I think Religo knows something. Has you guys have seen people enchanted in similar ways?
What if I tie a rope to my waist really quickly and then hand the rope to Dorman or something or Druin, and then jump in the water?
So let's count the number of actions that would be. It's not a bad plan. It's just first thing it would be you have to spend your action. Where's your rope?
It would be in my backpack,
which is probably set down somewhere on that island there. So you can spend around one to run over to the rope and run over to the backpack and grab the rope. If that's what you want to do.
Oh yeah. Does anyone have a rope? Sorry, I may not have a rope. It doesn't. I didn't list it. I always buy a rope, but I don't have it listed, so I can't say that I have one.
So
Do
I
you have any
think
spells that are useful in this particular instance?
Not exactly. That's kind of the issue.
what spells do you have?
Burning hands, colored spray, pyrotechnics, and armor.
Maybe you could call for help.
Yeah.
All right.
Did somebody have a rope?
So let's do this. Religo is going to try and call out to try and ask if anyone's got a rope. I'll let you guys answer on your actions. So Religo, your action will be on the 7, and then Druin, when are you going? What are you doing?
Oh shoot! I didn't put my number in.
Yeah, sorry.
4.
11. Okay. So Religo screams out for a rope. Then it is Dorman and Druin who are going next. What are you guys doing?
Druin yells out to the lizard folk, "There's something pulling our guys underwater!" And then he runs with his new super speed to there and casts protection from evil.
Okay. Andrew, would you mind giving us a D10 roll, please?
Oh, okay.
Let's see if the lizard folk are surprised or not. Actually, let's do this. Andrew, you're going to give us a roll for the gator folk. Jeffrey, you're going to give us a roll for the gecko folk.
Okay.
Eyes good.
Hey, we got high and low
opposite.
covered. Whichever way he goes, one of them are at least.
All right.
Complete opposite. I love it.
So here we go. I'm going to do this. Jeffrey, I'm going to duplicate the tokens. You're going to control the gecko folk once they recover from their surprise. Again, I think of the gecko folk, given what we've learned before, Yizik is they're very easily confused. Just ignore them. The gator folk, I think, are feeling a little more willing to heed your cries. And Andrew, I'm going to have you control the gator folk as long as Tan is underwater. So they will be acting next round, and you can decide whether they are for them to move. They can move 8 squares, and they ignore difficult terrain relating to swamps. Swamp Walk is awesome. I recommend it for all of your future Magic decks. Then, a little humor for Jeffrey there. It is then this thing's turn. All right, so
Dorman gets to go.
Oh, Dorman, what are you doing, Dorman?
Yeah, Dorman says back to Hilgo, "My rope's in my bag over there," and then he casts a spell.
Okay.
Okay.
What's he casting? All right.
Because he just saw his friends go away, and he's like, "I need to find them now."
Okay. So you are invisible. So Rilligo, you can spend your move action now running over to the backpack if you like.
Yep.
And then grabbing that rope. The rope is quite big, so I mean, like I imagine it's secured to the outside of the backpack, if anywhere. So
It's also silk rope, so it's nice.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you've been traveling for 2 days through swamp, so it's
Well,
nice is a relative term. All right, so then for the
None of our stuff is nice anymore.
2 guys in the water. All right. Again, 10 of you are feeling some pain.
Where the frick are they?
Okay. And Calder, likewise, you are feeling pain as well, too.
Can we see ripples or anything, Kev? Like
You can.
looking up.
Yep. Give you. Let's see here. All right. So what you can see is there are ripples coming out from right here, right now, and from right here.
I think you're on the layer.
Well, that's what I was intending. You guys can't see it. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
that was a mistake. You guys can't see it here, right here, and right here.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe you should have turned invisible. Then it is. Let's see here. I think is that everyone's turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we. Yeah, cheapers. Okay, so that's the end of round, guys. Next round, on to round 5. So, Steve-O, you're still kicking my ass here. So, everyone decide what you want to do with your round. The lizard folk will, again, if you're going to move, they're just going to act on a 0. Ooh. Steve beat my 9. I'm rolling terribly here. 7. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so the gator folk, lizard folk, or the gecko folk will act on 7s as well, I guess. All right. So then, what I'll do is Andrew and Jeffrey, you guys go ahead and move your lizard folk. Oh, no, hold on.
Yeah, they're stunned this round.
Yeah, you're
Or
stunned.
they're-
That's right. Yeah, surprise this round. So, Andrew, you can move all the gator folk. They can move up to 8 squares. Remember, every second square diagonal counts as double, but they ignore the difficult terrain. Then Dorman and Rilligo are going next. What are you guys doing?
Okay, well, I tie the rope around my waist.
Okay, so that'll be your action, is tying the rope around your waist. Rope is tied. Then Dorman, what are you doing?
Dorman's going to use his full action to try and jump up here on the rocks, like get into position to where he can see what's going on.
Okay.
So I got to make a dex check, right?
Yes, you do, please.
Tumbling won't help, will it?
It will not. Because you did not describe yourself as tumbling across there.
That would have been suicide because it would have been harder.
Quite possibly. Again, I have been watching a lot of Tosh.0. So
I got to get under it,
you
right?
tumbling over and falling in the water would be classic. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay.
And then I'm looking to see if I can spot any sign of them below the water.
Well, you can see the same ripples in the water that I described to the others.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. Then it is Druin. What are you doing, Druin?
Druin's going to try and get to the closest ripples, which were somewhere over here.
They are from right here.
Yeah. So
And the other ones are over here.
Yeah. So not over the rocks though. 'cause- so that's 10, 20. This is double.
Yep.
Even though I'm larger, yeah. 30. And can you see a tentacle or anything that?
There's it's gurgling. It's about 2 foot deep water. Okay, you just stumbled over something. Give me a dex check.
X.
And again, with this iron shod boot kicking your head, Calidor, you're really wishing that this spell took away pain as well as your ability to move. Oh no!
Fuck.
Well, Druin, you did find him, so I've got good news. You could spend Astonishing Fortune to re-roll that if you like. You got 4 points left.
Do it.
You got a good chance of success there, so. Nice. All right. So, Druin, you are in that square, but you sort of tumble over and fall down on top of Calidor, and there are tentacles that seem to be around him as well. There's 2 of them on him. Okay, give me a D10 roll, please, Dave.
I want to roll up a new character, so
Have we unlocked lizard folk?
Fuck. Surprised. Not yet, no. But soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was getting you to roll for a surprise to see if you were going to get a chance to react because Calidor is about to get yanked away from you. Now, seeing you to get you to roll for surprise to see if you were going to be able to get that. Do you have any modifier to surprise from a high dex?
no.
He's got a dex of 14.
Yeah,
Doesn't give him.
It's
plus
AD&D
one?
though, so like you got to have like a 16 to start getting modifiers for most things.
Actually, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, 16.
Okay.
You need.
All right, so then you unfortunately are a mute wit. You sort of stumble over it, and then something yanks forward, and okay, Calidor. Oh, I just moved the wrong person. Hold on. Doing a little level dance here. Calidor, you can feel more pain as this thing is tightening in on you. Ooh, for 10 of 2. Shit. Then, those of you who are on the surface, very briefly, what you can see, something... It looks like there is a small, fleshy rock, or maybe not like an island, but like a little bar that rises out of the water and looks a lot like this. As you see, Tanev, and that is a correct read on his hit points, is being pulled over towards a thing that's splitting in the side where a mouth is opening, and it's about to try and deposit him in there.
Ow.
Nope. 7 ain't gonna do it. Okay. So that is what you guys can see right now. That is the end of the round, I believe. No one else has anything they need to do. Then it is round 6. Oh yeah, you don't need your blue dot anymore. Oh, Andrew, I got bad news. I just heard that wow again.
Oh, you mean the buzzing?
Yeah.
Is
Let's see if I
like
hear it again.
stinging?
I did hear it one time. It could have been the insects instead, to be honest, because I've still got that going in the background.
Nope. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. It's that again. Sorry. Here we go. So, guys, Steve-O, everyone decide what you want to do with your round. Steve, kindly beat my 5.
5, eh?
Yeah.
Boy, here we go. 4.
Nice, that'll do it. All right, so I am not until after everybody then. Okay. So then, and the lizard folk will be acting, I guess, on a 4 as well, too. Remember, they can move their full complement of 8 for the round. Guys, what... Oh, boy. You prepared to dispel magic, right, Dorman?
Is this thing magical?
I take that as a no.
I don't have to spell magic.
Oh!
Your evoker in Third Master doesn't know it.
Then it is Rilligo, and so let's. Why don't you go ahead and move the Andrew and Jeffrey? Go ahead and move the Gator folk towards the what they can see now. This thing out of the swamp. Then it is Rilligo, and
Okay, so can they see it, Kev?
I think that they can see it now. Yeah.
Okay, because they were going to yell at the gator folk otherwise. What do you see? Or the leader was.
Yeah.
If they can actually see it, though.
Oh, they can definitely see it now. So they're
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so then it is Rilligo. What are you doing? You're up first. You can see Tanev is in this thing's tentacle. It's trying to pull it down into one of its a mouth that formed on its body.
Okay. Maybe I'll drop right in here. I'll drop the rope beside Dorman, and I'll jump in the water to try to grab Tanev. Or yeah, if I can see if I can find Calidor too.
Yeah, you could try that. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's have you give us a D20 roll there, Steve-O.
D20. 10.
Your level is level 6.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so that means your Thaco, as a rogue, is 18, which is only plus 2. Oh, so I think you're going to want to spend Astonishing Fortune to roll better than that.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You've got Prayer on you as well. It's a plus 1, so you still need to roll a little better than that, but not much better.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Fine, I will.
Yeah, okay, so Astonishing Fortune's down to 2, I believe.
17.
There you go. So you have a solid hand on this. Here's what I need you to do, Steve. Is you're going to be pulling against this tentacle that is trying to deposit Tanev into its mouth.
Okay.
So to do that... and you guys, as a reminder, I know combat's really abstracted in AD&D for the most part, but a lot of these larger creatures and like tentacle creatures and shit like that, there are rules like spot rules as they were for each monster for targeting appendages as well, if you were so inclined. So I need. Alright. So here's what I need you to do, Steve, is give me... I'm going to roll for you here to see what you're rolling against. Okay. I need you to roll a d20 and add your strength score.
Sorry?
Roll a d20 and add your strength score, please.
Okay. D20. And my strength score is... plus 0.
No, your score. The score, not the bonus.
Oh, okay. So that'll be 32 then. Oh no, hold on. I mean,
it's 7. Your strength's not 17, is it?
no, sorry. It's 12. That's what I meant.
12.
So
Okay, it's 27. That's still enough. All right, so you actually pull Tanev free from its tentacle and splashes down in the water, but Tanev is rigid.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, completely stiff. Then
Go on the rope.
I think Andrew's just trying to recycle his audio. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's do that for him. Then it is. So those really go up first. Where are we here? I think Druin, you're up next, aren't you? Or is it Dorman? You're up next.
Yeah. Dorman, I got good news and bad for you. News for you, Krogo. One, bad news is I can't grab the rope because I'm doing something. But the good news is I'm using Dorman's one and only attack spell to attack the monster.
Yeah, using which to attack the monster?
My one and only attack spell to attack the monster.
Okay.
So I'm glad you got Tanev out of the way.
All right.
And I would like to re-roll that attack roll.
I wouldn't bother.
Is it immune to acid?
Nope. Cast it, and as it hits it, the magic unweaves around it. This is a creature of chaos. Magic resistance applies.
Okay, so I'm slightly more visible now.
Okay. All right, so Dorman is back. All right, then it is Dorman's turn, or Druin's turn. What are you doing, Druin? Oh, he's smashing something. Take that.
Not an axe, but I should get a couple of battle axes for when we're playing Druin. Druin moves up, hoping not to step on Calidor and can't see. Oh, sorry, he gets up from his spot with half his
I got you covered.
Half his move to get up, and then he takes a 10-foot step there.
Okay, so actually, hold on. I need another dexterity check for you, please, when you hit there.
What?
Tripping over Calidor twice.
Yeah, keep kicking Calidor in the head. If you're seeing your hit points going down, I want you to know that some of that's coming from Druin. Fucking hell. Do you wish to make another spend astonishing fortune or re-roll?
Well, we've got 2 left, and people might die.
There you go. He's spending it. All right. So you stop right there, and you realize that Calidor is right in front of you, like right there where you're gonna go.
Okay. So he gets up, half his moves 20.
And then you felt Calidor was right there.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Can it? So each of these squares is costing me 10 feet to move.
Yes.
So that's all I can move.
That's all you can move, but you could do something if you want. Like, what were you planning on doing? Were you trying to get to where Tanev is?
I was trying to get to it and hit it with my battle axe that's in my hand.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can. Yeah.
You do have human movement speed right now because you're big.
Yeah, it's just with the difficult terrain. He's limited to 4 in total.
Right, and I had 2 to get up, and then difficult terrain uses up 2 more.
Yeah. So he's scrambling and trying to get up, but you are aware of where that Calidor is right here.
Grab him.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I grab Calidor?
I mean, your action was an attack. Steve, I couldn't get you to mute. Your train's coming through, buddy.
Can I target? You said we can target. Is there like a tentacle coming up that's got Calidor that I can try and attack the tentacle?
It's underwater, dragging him.
Can I attack underwater?
You can, yeah. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of an AC bonus because you're attacking blind effectively. But go right ahead.
Okay. I'll try not to hit Calidor.
Okay. Oh, that's not gonna be good enough.
That's right. Probably not good enough to hit Calidor either.
That doesn't. I don't think that hits count. What was your roll? A 2. Oh no.
So Druin just swings wild and.
Yeah.
It's, you know what, Dave? Just for the record, you wouldn't have been the first player to kill one of my characters. If it happened, so.
Brent has that honor.
Yeah.
Isn't your armor like better than that, even without dexterity?
What? No, I'm only really good. I only have a really high AC with my shield.
Would Dave give us a damage against a medium-sized creature, please?
No, I'm large, Kevin. To be fair.
Battle axes don't do large damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good.
Can't reconnect to the meat call. That's weird.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so 8, so minus your DR, Calidor. So you'll take 6 points. I'll do the damage for you because you're... Okay. All right. So Dave does all the time. I mean, Andrew can't hear me right now, so I don't know what I'm talking, but... oh, you know what? Do I need to let him back into the...
Oh, yeah, you probably have to...
No, 'cause once they're in, often you guys are able to just get right back in.
Oh, okay. I would have tried.
Friday, we're going to try Zoom for our audio because of that stupid change that Meats has made. All right, so we moved with them. Dorman is visible again now.
Well, mostly invisible.
Oh, right, because it's improved invisibility.
Yeah.
Okay, then it is this thing's turn. All right, so I have. Let's see here. Druin. There is a splash right next to you as this tentacle comes out of the water, and on the end of it, it sort of pulls back to reveal an eyeball sitting on the end. Would you give me a save versus spell at -2, please?
So -1 with prayer.
-1 with prayer. Yes, that's right. Nat 20, fucking awesome. So this thing tries to freeze you in place, and all you hear is the chanting of the magic of Clangadin. Let me make my tentacle attacks. Druin, what's your AC right now?
2.
2? Okay. My Thaco. I hit you twice with 2 slaps. Jesus, I'm rolling terrible. I hit you with 3 slaps in total. A bunch of tentacles come out, fwap, 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 and start trying to hit you. I only hit with 3, which means you take, and your full DR will apply against this. 4 points from the first one, 5 points from the second one, and 2 points from the third. So 2 do no damage. So we've 5.
I have DR3, so I take 2 attacks hit to the army.
Yeah. 1, 2, no, 3 points of damage in total.
Yeah, 3 points of damage.
From 2 attacks. Yeah. Excellent. All right.
Good, I got new targets. Thank you.
Okay. Then it is, I think, the end of the round, guys. No one has made attacks that has second attacks right now.
I do.
Well,
Oh, you do? Yeah, technically, Druin. You want to make your second attack?
Yep.
This is a favored round, too.
Well, I'm level 8 now, so I get 2 attacks around.
Oh, anyway. Okay.
With
Okay.
my main hand.
Love it.
Bonus +1.
Yep, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
You said this is a favored round as well?
Favored round, yep. I mean, if you got an 8, then... Oh, wait, because you're dual wielding. That affects your number of attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that hits. You sever one of these tentacles completely.
Okay, and then I'll try and swing with Skull Splitter as well.
Okay. Yep, that's a hit.
Okay, yes. Oh, don't forget to add 70% more damage.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It severs another one.
And then I let out a dwarven war cry.
Okay. All right. Then it does damage to, oh boy, Kalidor. Okay. And then it will try and bite Religo. That open maw. Religo, what's your AC?
It's not bad. It is 1.
Okay, unfortunately that is not good enough. So,
Damn it.
oh boy, this bite comes down on you.
Shit.
You take, Religo, 12 points of damage, but full DR will apply.
Nice.
Give me a save versus breath weapon, please.
Save versus breath weapons. Spell miscellaneous bonus. Do I get a bonus? +1?
You do not. Oh, you do. Yes, you do from the prayer. Yeah.
Hey, baby cakes. Ooh.
Oh, so Religo is currently held. He has got Tanev safely out of there, but Religo has been gripped and is being pulled back, like sucker style, towards this thing's body.
You guys still have the rope, right?
I haven't gotten my hands on it yet.
Okay.
Use me as bait!
I have my hands on axes.
All
At least
right.
there's a rope.
That is the end of the round, guys. We're on to round 7. All right. Then, Steve-O, I think you're still kicking my ass here. Everyone decide what you're doing with your round, then Steve, beat my 3. Come on. Steve, we need a D10 roll from you, please. Oh.
Bad timing.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. So, I'm not acting until 12 because of this thing's size. Oh boy. Oh yeah, and I gotta move. Calidor's about to go gobble gobble in a second here too. Alrighty, so then guys. Hey, there we go. It's funny because I didn't... normally it's me who moves them in blocks like that. I just saw them move on there. I'm like, did I do something that I didn't think I did? Or
Nope, just
all right, so Gator folk have gone. The Gecko folk are coming up in the rear there, looks like. Good stuff. Then it is Dorman Kettleborn. What are you doing, Dorman?
Well, Dorman's gonna... I've already made a decision, but it's horrible. I'm going to give the thing a bigger a bite to take out of Hero. I'm enlarging him with my last enlarge spell.
Okay.
Shove that in your craw and eat it.
So, I'm very sorry for this, but I don't know any way to rule this than he's automatically going to take more damage from a bite.
Well, the enlarge says that he expands until he would burst his container, then doesn't get any bigger.
Right, but he's been bit by something that has a hold on him. If he's getting bigger, it's going to pull along.
Push him against the teeth.
Yeah.
I've already made the decision to...
All right, so Rilligo, you suddenly somehow find yourself getting larger. Well, fortunately, you only take another 4 points of damage. So there's that. But you were also larger now.
You do 70% more damage if you stab it.
I mean, we got a laugh out of David.
Yep. All right. So I am on a 12, guys. So that is 9. Gatorfolk gone. Dorman has gone. I think it's this thing next.
Calidor's at a 9.
Calidor was on a, what do you call it? Well, speaking of Calidor.
Or is that the Gecko folk?
Calidor is being pulled up. Again, surfaces out of the water. And there's a new mouth that forms on this thing that is going to try and just swallow him. That is... Oh, he's got a bite on Calidor now. Calidor, what's your DR again? 2?
What? Oh, I don't have DR.
You don't DR at all? Oh, no, don't you have chainmail on?
Oh, yeah, I have chainmail. Yeah,
Yeah, chainmail's DR1, I think.
yeah, DR1's right.
Okay.
DR1.
R1 chainmail. Come on, guys.
All right, so this gets a good, solid bite on him. Rilligo, it bites on you as well, too. Fuck. Rilligo's down to -1.
Oh, what? Oh, man.
It's all right.
Calidor!
You can see it's some of Calidor's ribs, or Rilligo's ribs pop in, blood spurts out of his mouth as this bite is pulling him in. Oddly, Calidor is suffering in silence still. Then it is... I've got a couple tentacle attacks on you there. And... an eye sweeps in your direction, Dorman, and I need a save versus spell from you, please.
Okay, just questioning if my partial invisibility helps at all.
Nope, I wouldn't ask for it if it did.
Okay.
Okay, and then Druin, you're hit twice by the remaining... 3 times by the remaining tentacles.
Okay.
Thwack,
The
thwack.
only reason I asked is invisible character saving throws are made with a +4 bonus. So, does
Well, that'll make it... what's that? Sorry, say again?
improved invisibility gives me a +4 bonus on saving throws versus attacks from creatures, and
It's not an attack.
and a -4 to attack rolls from the creatures.
It's
that
not an
attack
attack.
me.
So,
Okay.
you do have a -2, though. Thank you for reminding me of that.
So the only reason I asked is because it said specifically to saving throws. So
Right,
okay, so you
versus
said it
attacks,
was-
though. The rest of that sentence answers your question?
No, it doesn't.
Well, then why did you read it out that way? Because you read it out to say that it was...
So let me be specific with it. I don't want to hold up the game. I just want to just... That's the reason I took
Yeah.
it. So you said save versus spell, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
At -2.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, 18. Nice.
Still made it.
Okay, so then you can feel this thing is trying to lock you in place. Druin, after damage, you hit 3 times. After damage reduction, you're only taking 3 points of damage. So these things are hitting like hammers, but just not getting through your DR. Then it is the end of its turn, so it is Druin, you're up next. Druin is on 14. What are you doing?
It's going to push past Manif and attack the one that's trying to pull Kalidor into its mouth. If that's possible. If not, I'll hit the main creature.
So, I just want to clarify one thing. John, I took a look at the reading. If you were invisible to this thing, I would absolutely let you get that bonus. Because it does read +4. Invisible characters saving throws are made with +4. This thing can see you.
So it's got like some kind of supernatural sight.
It
right?
can see you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I understand.
Yeah.
I don't want to break the narrative.
No, it's okay. It's you know what? The thing is, you should be able to take full advantage of the benefits of your spell, so that's fine. It's just the way you read it to us the first time that it seemed like it was only versus attacks. Okay, so then it is. Sorry, Druin, what were you doing?
Am I able to hit the appendage that's pulling Kalidor in, or do I have?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll damage.
This is with Urfalak, and that is the extra damage dice.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage. These appendages are not that hard to carve through, at least not for your level of ability.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and with a size bonus, that's enough to sever it. Kalidor drops down into the water.
Okay, and then Skull Splitter.
Okay. And this is against what? One of the tentacles or against the main body? There's
against the main body.
Yeah, because there's a giant mouth that's chewing on Kalidor right now. Or on Religo.
Smack it.
Okay. Yep, solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Let's see.
Plus 7%. Oh, almost 12.
Oh, man. Okay. All right, that is 11 damage. Okay. So it sinks into this thing's main body. Some of it tears away.
That's a non-magical axe that I hit it with, though, that second one.
I was actually just looking at this. I don't think that matters. Not for this creature. However... Oh, no, okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, it kind of wriggles along, and you can see that there are eyes forming on the outside of this thing's body. Who is last here? Religo. Oh, no, you're... sorry, dying. All right, then that is the end of round 7, guys. We're on to round 8. Okay.
I get 2 attacks.
Oh, you get 2 attacks. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cal. Druin?
Kill it.
Yep, solid hit. This is a large-sized creature. I know it doesn't make a difference for battle axes, but you will count it as that kind of damage.
Ooh, 17. Nice.
Yep. Okay.
And this was not a favored round, correct?
This is not a favorite. No, not a favorite round. Correct. So you one more attack, don't you, with your offhand?
No, I've only got Skull Splitter on the favored round.
Oh, I got it. Okay. All right. So then that is the end of the round, guys. Start the next round. Steve, we thank you for your assistance in rolling initiative up to this point. We will turn your responsibilities over to Dave. So everyone decide what you want to do with your round 8, and then shit. Dave, would you kindly beat my 2? Nice. Hot damn. All right.
Pulling a rope speed.
Well, grabbing the rope will be one action, because it's currently... Well, the rope is in the water, though, so you're going to have to...
Jump for it, yes.
Yeah, you have to dive in the water and try and find it.
Speed of that action.
Well, I left it lying on the rock.
Yeah, but that was before you were bit by this thing, and
All right. Spaghettied into its mouth.
yeah, and like you sort of raced in there the whole time there in order to try and save to successfully save Tanev. So all I'm going to require is a wisdom check for you, Dorman. That'll tell us whether you can spot it at a glance or not.
Well,
And then,
say I get a hold of it. What's the speed factor?
what are you trying to do? To pull him free?
Yeah, I'm gonna if I can spot, I'm gonna
speed
try to
factor.
slide down.
Yeah,
and
let's
pull the rope.
Let's say 3. If you can, let's say 5 because that'll account for you grabbing it and trying to pull. 5 is the dragon to body speed. Guys, we finally get to apply the dragon to body speed again. It's been about 110 sessions since we've done that. Go ahead, Andrew. What was that?
Sorry, I might have missed it while I was dealing with all the technical crap. Is Tanev prone? Is he out? Is he conscious?
You were pulled. They were trying to drop you into their mouth. A mouth grew on the body of this thing, and it was trying to put you in there.
Right.
It couldn't get a good grip on you, and then Religo came running out and pulled you loose. But then that mouth kind of shot out, like Thing or Alien style, grabbed a hold of him. Then he got bigger and took more damage as the teeth were digging in.
Swap places, essentially.
Yeah. So you're still held, unfortunately, and not able to move.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Calder is underwater right now. So we have Gator folk.
What kind of weapons do the Gator folk and the Gecko folk have?
The Gator folk have, if they're going to attack, it's a Muckawaddles. I don't think they can get in this round because of the diagonals.
Yeah.
But these guys have both, right?
The Gecko folk have bows, yeah. I mean, there's a shit ton of cover between, and there's a bunch of people in melee. So the chances are not great of hitting.
I think they're gonna continue to
like get in position,
circle around.
Yeah. Okay. So then it is Dorman. What are you doing? Dorman, you're up next.
Hey, I see the rope.
Nice. Okay, great. Yeah, you see the rope. You grab hold of it. And what are you gonna do? Try and pull Religo free?
Well, the rocks are extremely slippery, so no. I'm gonna leap off the side and land in the water, and then pull next turn.
How tall is Dorman again?
He is a tall gnome. 3'8".
Okay, so it's only about up to like his higher part of his chest.
Yeah.
So if you grab it and jumped in, oh jeez, I mean that thing's just okay. Then it is
on the tentacles over here, like
they're back under the water now.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get away from them.
No, that's understandable. Then it is Druin's turn. Druin, what are you doing?
Kill it.
Yeah, 2 solid hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I love enlarging Druin. He hits hard. Oh, there's 20.
Nice.
That one doesn't. I forgot to put the 1 in, and it also gets another D8. Oh, that sucks. So 15 before the enlarge bonus.
Okay.
That's 25.
Okay.
And the other one is just a D8. Plus 1.
Here we go, and holy shit, nice.
That's 20.
Okay. Are you rounding up or down?
I'm timesing by 1.7 and rounding down.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. Then it is this thing's turn.
Guess who's going to draw the attacks?
He's the only one that can.
First, you got 1 point of astonishing fortune left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Religo's still in its teeth.
Focus on Druin. Come on, monster. Focus.
Religo takes 8 points of damage.
Minus 9.
Well, he'd be dead at the end of the round anyway, so...
Yet. You can't kill Religo.
You have 1 point of astonishing fortune, so it will... You can save him. Then I'm going to... Calidor, you can feel 2 tentacles go around you.
Ooh, yeah.
And Druin, I need you to give us a save versus spell. At -2, please. Unfortunately, you're staring right at those You want to spend Astonishing Fortune reroll? Oh, no, there's only one left. All right, so Druin, unfortunately, you feel yourself tensing up as well. And this thing drops directly. You can tell where its body is, but it just splashes down immediately below the water. And Caldor is below the water right now as well. And it grabbed. Then, it is Druin's. Okay, so it'll be Rilligo's turn. So Rilligo would bleed out at this point, so you need to spend Astonishing Fortune. Rilligo is at -9, but stabilize. This thing has dropped Rilligo in favor of its other prey. Druin, you have your second attack. What are you doing?
Didn't he freeze?
Oh, fuck, he's frozen, right.
I try not to drown in my armor underwater before I get eaten.
All right.
Well, he said you froze. He didn't say you tilted over yet.
Lizard men.
Okay. Yeah, this is really going to be dependent on initiative here, guys. All right. Or what Dorman does, too. My goodness. All right, so here we go. We're on around 9. Everyone, let's see here. So, Dave, you won or lost initiative last time?
What was the nature of that attack, Kev? Just curious.
It was a enchantment, a spell effect.
How much did you fail it by?
No, never mind. I was thinking about protection from evil, but I'd already attacked it, which would break the protection from evil.
Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, because it's a -2 that he'd get from the specific thing, but he still has a +3 from his dwarven bonus, or +5 from his dwarven bonus.
I get a +4 for my dwarven bonus.
+1 from the prayer. -2. Got it. Okay. All right. Okay. So. Dave, you rolled initiative last time. What'd you roll?
I tied.
You tied. So you're up again. Beat my 4.
Oh.
That's all right. It's only one different. Lizard guys. What's the initiative on the lizard guys?
Lizard guys are, if they're planning on attacking, because I'm planning on moving. Oh, shit.
But they don't suffer penalties in the water, so they can move quite a bit.
That is true, but this thing does get a chance to move first and drag Caldor with it. All right. So, oh. Here we go. Wrong layer, Madison. Here we go.
Druin, you had one job. Make that save. All you have to do is make that save, Druin.
You can see, guys, the wake is going from like here straight along here. Because it's such shallow water, there is a furrow right here that you can see is being dragged along. Oh, wrong layer. Right. Right along here, guys. Right along that way.
Oh, maybe the Gator folk should only... Does it make sense for that if the Gatormen try to drag Rilligo and Taniv like to land over here?
The lizard folk can see in this water, underwater as well too. Remember, they are the ones who found Druin's axe. So the Gator folk in particular may be able to, if they can find Caldor as the wake of this massive beast moving underwater is getting away. It's not super fast.
They might be able to so I could have them try to grab.
They could try and splash underwater and try and grab. If they get
5 makes sense for their speed for doing that then.
For their speed is, I mean,
go and do that investigation. I know that they could move. They move at 0 in here, but for specifically trying to find him and grab him, would that not be a little bit more than?
I'd let them do a charge. So I'll give a. If they can get themselves to the right square, I'll let them splash under and try and do the exact same thing that we'd rolled before, where it was the contested strength.
Okay.
Can they attack underwater?
They can attack underwater. Their saves are hot garbage, though. So. And it depends on what your priority is here. This thing's making off with one of your party members. So what are they doing, guys? Oh, Dorman, you got your action first, I guess. Dorman, what's Dorman doing?
I can't see Calidor.
You can see where he went below, and there's that. Like, this is sort of the, the wake left by a shark underwater kind of thing. And you can see it's being dragged along here.
I don't know if Dorman would know this or not. Whether it would affect the creature or not. I mean, it's already resisted his magic once, but I'm going to try and do the best I can. And I'm going to cast slow in this area to try to hit the thing. Make it slower.
You can tell your spell... Again, you definitely... Here's what you can't tell. You did hit the right area. Because your spell was unwoven.
Okay.
Okay?
They're over there!
Well, I mean, you can't... Your whole round would have been spent doing the verbal actions on that. So, you know, but no one else does. And also, you pointing, you're invisible.
Well, mostly.
So, you shouting, they're over there, does not help. All right. So, who... next up is the Gator folk and the Gecko folk. What are you guys doing?
Okay, Kev, so I have a question. Do the geckos... They've now been close enough. They saw this thing. Do they know what it is?
They have no idea.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, I wanted to see if they were frightened of it, or if it's something they know it. So they've never seen it before.
This is unlike anything they've seen.
Then I think they would move to secure who's left. I don't think that they would chase it.
Sure. So there is, unfortunately, there's only one that's going to be able to get under the water to get to him. So let me... And get its hands on Druin.
Like they would move like...
Oh! All right. That means 10 of Andrew. I need you to give us a 1d20 plus 15 roll, please. Success. One of the Gator folk surfaces.
Hey. With Calidor.
With Calidor in tow.
Yeah.
So, Calidor, hold on. Calidor did take... I forgot to apply damage from the last round, though, so you would have taken this first.
How big are the Gator folk?
They are... I'll answer afterwards, John. Doesn't matter for right now.
Okay.
Okay, you're not controlling them, so... the other one, however, while it's under there, would you give us another D20 roll there, Andrew?
Oh, just a straight, I don't need to type that then.
Yeah, just a straight D20 roll.
Oh.
Nice! All right, another one surfaces, so it just needs to deal with the... an eye appeared under the water and tried to do the same thing to him. I do hit twice, though. So, that Gator folk... would you give us 2d8 plus 4, please? And you want to roll higher than 10. Okay, so it's quite badly hurt. It has 2 hit points left, but it lives as these tentacles smash them, and then this thing is going to continue. Yeah, if they're not going to continue chasing it, then guys, I think, am I right in thinking that, the way this thing has acted, that everyone is not going to pursue this thing under the water? Or do we want to do another round of combat?
Tanev will be like...
Yeah. Druin is frozen in place. Tanev is frozen in place. Calidor is still frozen in place in the loving arms of a Gator folk.
Well, I would say, actually, that now that they're positioned, I think the Gecko folk would fire arrows, not necessarily... just to sort of finish scaring it off. They want to...
Okay, so we can... they're not... there's no...
Not that I'm trying to hit... I'm just saying, they would litter the water over there.
Oh, of course, to make
driving it off. Yeah.
Absolutely.
A few arrows are worth it to them to,
Yeah. All right.
They seem skittish, right? So they're
Well, and then, this is just... It's unlike anything they've come across before. So, guys,
exactly.
let's bring this fight to an end then.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is there firing stuff? I'm like, I will go. Potion.
All right. So, what are we doing post? Yeah. So let me tell you how long the each of these things last, guys. 1 second here.
I hate the swamps. We need to get out of here.
Wayne's chanting for a TPK. Sorry. Wayne,
Oh, you know what came out?
disappointed.
If anyone backed the, it's a 5e book, but that that guide to spelunking that came out, the PDF was just released today. So it's got a bunch of stuff for. What I made me think of it as saying, like, if you think the swamp is bad, guys, just wait for the night below.
Or the swamps in the night below.
Oh yes, there is. And full of screamers and all sorts of magical fungi. It's gonna be awesome.
And spiders.
Mm-hmm. Drow. Oh my gosh.
I love the spiders.
Okay, I think I've got books on the Drow for, I want to say 4 editions of the game right now. So I got all sorts of nasty shit I can look up and throw at you guys down below. Let's see here. Hold on. Although the Drow I don't think feature particularly heavy in this game.
Well, that's cool.
Unfortunate. But then neither were the goblins at Heathertop Warren, and that was
True, yeah,
sad.
this has been quite changed. All right, so the, yeah, it's about a minute after the fight slowly went. First Tanev, then Kalidor, then Druin. You feel your control of your body resumes. Now, you were feeding potions. Someone was feeding potions to.
I give Frogo a sip of potion.
Okay, so hold on. So, Religo, what is your Constitution score?
My con score is
I think it's like a 13 or 14, isn't it?
14.
14. Okay, so it's plus 1.
14.
All right, so minus 5. So 0. What are you using? Just a healing potion, Dorman?
That's all I got.
Okay. Okay, so a sip healing potion is plus 1. You don't have the healing proficiency?
I do not.
Okay, it's plus 1.
And this is while Druin's paralyzed, so we can't. You know.
Yeah. That's minus 2. Steve, give us a 1d20 minus 1 roll and then a d6 roll, please. There's no astonishing fortune left right now.
1d20 minus 1?
Yes,
Whoops.
please.
17. Nice.
No, that's good. Leave that. Okay, so that's 17, and then give us a d6 roll.
Okay. D6.
So
boom. 5.
Nice. So Religo's going to have scarring, minor scarring from this. So I'm assuming it's along the side, like size of your body. You've got those massive like rents from where those nasty teeth dug in, and you're at 1 hit point. So that was a healing potion well used. Okay, so
Nice work.
Yeah.
Dodge the bullet there.
If you talk to your lizard folk companions, they have no idea what this is. They've never seen anything like this before. They don't know what the hell it is that attacked you.
Can I like fish out a whatever's left over of those tentacles that Druin sliced and put them in a jar?
Where this is a swamp.
Yeah.
You have jars? You carrying jars around in the swamp?
No.
Yeah,
What
I
I'm
have a
saying
jar.
is that if they fell back into the swamp, where
I'm saying, can I find them? Do I see them floating around? Okay. I was thinking if I got a hold of them, I could ask somebody later, hey, you ever seen these before?
what do you can think of because of your penchant for eels, Dorman? I mean, with how solid they seem to be, you would have thought that they would be floating on top. They weren't hollow inside, so they wouldn't like fill up with something. So you're looking around and you can't seem to find them.
It was resistant to magic. I'll have to look into this.
Mm-hmm.
Just glad everybody's still alive.
You guys all witnessed this thing moving and shifting and stuff like that. Like its body was changing, unless it did not seem to have a set form that was changing and revealing like a certain set of equidistant spaced mouths around it or something like that. It was changing like as you were looking at it.
Oh, great.
Yeah, like you can. I mentioned the thing because that's sort of what you can picture is that like the surface suddenly splitting open and there being a mouth in there. That's closer to what this thing was.
So we get back to land and Druin's not frozen anymore. He'll start healing the group.
Okay. There is one badly
Calidor?
injured lizard or gatorman as well too.
Calidor?
6 points. Okay.
Rilligo. We're going to get 10 for Rilligo. And then Tanev.
There we go.
Tanev. Calidor. Oh, wait. I thought there's a. I'll heal the Gator guy.
Okay, he's done by 10. Nice. 4. Okay.
6.
So was that 4 in total for Tanev? 2 and 2?
Yep.
Okay.
I do have 1.5 potions left if we need it.
Well, this is also we're setting up camp, so hopefully there'll be some. Hopefully we'll make it to morning.
How much healing went to Rilligo?
Really,
6.
that's a good one.
6 points. Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
No, the first one went to Calidor with 6. Really
Oh,
got
okay.
10.
Rilligo got
Rilligo
10.
got 10.
Okay. So I got you covered there, Steve-O. You're at 11 hit points now. Tanev is still down to 7. Now, does anyone have any other healing potions on them?
I have 1.5 potions.
Okay. The lizard folk, the gecko folk, will offer some healing salves that apply. 2 of you guys can regain 1d3 plus 1. You guys select who you want to do. Who wants 1d3 plus 1 hit points? I think Tanev wants one of those.
I won't complain.
Yeah, and then probably, Calidor's at 13 out of 48, so relatively speaking, he's quite badly hurt.
Yeah.
So 1d3 plus 1 for you there too, Jeff.
Beautiful.
So, and what you guys, those of you who were affected by this, now that you're able to speak and communicate what your experience was, the frozen effect wasn't less a matter of, like you being affected by a spell of some kind and then being unable to move. What it was like something, when you made eye contact with this, it was able to reach its tentacles into your mind and lock you in place and hold you, so you had to witness what was happening.
Ooh.
Like there was,
it's like the tentacle continued into me.
yeah. Well, I remember it was the first tentacle that hit you. First tentacle, like when you guys are talking it over. Same thing with Druin. Same thing with Calidor. Same thing with Tanev. The first tentacle was the mind. Something reached out and like almost you could feel like something moving through your body and gripping onto your mind and holding you locks in place. Something was. It's almost like trying to, if you like, you can hear someone talking, say like, 3 doors down a hallway. You can't quite make out what they're saying, but you can make out the tone. Like if there's an argument or if there's a, if people are laughing, there was a low rumbling threat type tone to this, but you could not understand. It was too far away for you to hear clearly what it was, and you're not sure that you could have understood any of the words that you briefly overheard. So whatever that thing was, there was a malevolent intelligence behind it, and it has touched at least 3 of your minds.
Cool.
Is there a fishy smell around this thing?
It distinctly has, if you smell where the blood is on Druin, because Druin would have been the one hacking tentacles off left and right and sinking into this body. There's a sickly, fishy type smell to this thing, absolutely.
I'm gonna get one of my little empty vials out and like scrape some of the residue into it and cap it,
Okay.
just in case it comes up later.
Trying to decide here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. What do you guys wish to do next? What Kazuk suggests is that you share a camp now. We will stay on dry land with you, but we should share a camp. If our master intends us to drive off the false queen, we need all be there together.
Yes. And we may now need 1 day rest, friend.
Yizik wants to know what you guys know about this thing. Because they've never seen anything like this before.
We should explain the paralyzation of those little eyes.
Yeah, I assumed we were all discussing that when we talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would have heard, and Yizik would have been listening in carefully to his eyes flicking back and forth, his little tongue.
Yeah, Dorman even says he felt the touch of the eyes, but he shrank away in his mind to get away from it.
And Druin successfully did that once as well.
Now, Kalidor's been mind-controlled by the fish poison before.
Yes.
I think vials of that left.
This is...
How does that compare?
This unfortunately did not bring you out of body. I can't imagine how terrifying that, because apart from the pain and being bumped on the ground, it would be hard for you to tell how deep beneath the water you were to, or even where you were in relation.
Right.
The only reason that you and Tanev did not suffocate is because everything was kind of held in place.
Right.
You weren't really, you weren't dying or anything, but even the autonomic systems seemed to have been frozen in place. So you weren't suffocating.
Like the lungs weren't even bringing water into them. It was just kind of sloshing in and out and in and out.
Correct. So so that is different, obviously, Kalidor, but the feeling and that the voice sounded not similar in that you'd recognize, this isn't the correct phrasing for it, but with the kind of mental communication that you're dealing with here, the accent is similar, if you will. The resonance of that far-off voice you heard this most recent time was similar to that thing in the cave. When you walked out into the water. This is going back to when you were fed that thing. You were effectively roofied at the bugbear camp.
Right. Yeah.
The ones looking for the spell chakras.
Right. So I see. The effect was more like from when I was under. There's some similarities, but
yes.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I think Kalidor would tell that story.
Okay. I don't know if Tanev's heard that.
Yeah, so we were trying to make peace with the bugbears. Were we trying to get them to help us versus the Knoll army?
Yeah, you assume that they were fighting the Knoll army. So you were trying to get allies among the bugbears.
We thought that they might ally with us, and they invited us to a dinner, and their chieftain or whatever he was drugged Kalidor at the dinner.
I think, and Bergour too. At Bergour's guts, just he
wasn't taken by the poison. And then I guess I would sort of describe that scene. I don't remember exactly. Like you said, I was at a giant lake.
So he was in the dark, underground, standing on a stone-filled shore. The kind of shore that has those perfect for skipping stones that have been worn down for centuries of tides coming in and tides going out. and you could see ripples off in the blackened water, and then you heard a voice that called to you.
Yeah, it was like calling me home or something, right?
And Caldor remembers walking out into this blackened water to the point where it was almost, making him walk under, and that's when he woke up. And even when he woke up, he then proceeded to attack his allies.
Right.
While the
His mind
bugbears
was
were
still
attacking.
affected. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the creature, when it was in my mind, reminds me of that time in that cave.
Yizik is sort of, his tongue is kind of flicking in and out of his mouth as he's hearing you talk.
I think Kalidor would go so far as to draw a connection to say, I don't think that, if you've never seen this creature either, I don't think it's a creature of the swamps. I think it's come up from somewhere deeper.
Are there any openings like that in the swamp that you know of?
No. There is the Queen's home, but that is it. That is a sacred place. We don't go unless bidden. But this, and he points at you, Caldor. Points at you, points at Tanev. You look the same. To me. And he points at his eyes.
We are similar. We're from the same group, just like you.
If this thing came hunting, would it know? And he points at you, Caldor points at you, Tanev. Would it know which?
Maybe not. I don't know.
He kind of his tongue flicks. Will it come back?
Well, I believe so. I believe it will take time to heal and return. It seemed to be hunting us. We should be prepared.
Kazuk sort of claps Druin in the back and says, "This one gave it a good reason to think and consider before returning."
Well, now that we've felt its grasp, maybe our minds will be better prepared for it next time.
Or
We stick together. Safety in numbers.
the false queen will be no... She is no easy prey, says Yizik.
No.
You
So,
should rest. I can heal some more of you in the morning, and Druin goes over and pats the lizard man who, the gator guy who got wounded still, and I'll get you in the morning.
There's a low trill like a gator, as if like approvingly.
so
Druin tries to make the same kind of sound. Like, tries to. I don't know. What kind of check would that be?
No, I'll let it. He does it. That's fine. That sounds. And so, I think some of the others are kind of like some of the other gator men kind of like kind of snarl approvingly at that.
But then he turns to the gecko leader and he gives him a kind of a.
Okay. Yeah. The gecko leader, so Yizik, and these guys are like they're really hunched over. They're kind of perched up on some of the higher points, probably closer to the rock that's in the middle of their claws. Give them some good purchase on it.
It's not a bad look that he gives him. Just kind of like a little smirk, because he shot the axe out of his hand.
Yizik points at you, Kalidor, and says, "If you are being hunted," and he looks around, kind of gestures at the swamp around him. He says, "You are like us now. We will show you. We will show you to live as hunting and hunted."
excellent. We appreciate that.
So, what we will do then is, guys, I think we will bring this session to a close because I've got some XP to calculate here.
Sure, but I have a question.
Of course.
I have a question we can leave it with.
Yeah, go ahead.
Galador, he looks back at him and he says, "So your Queen's Lair has paths to the deeper ground, and she guards the swamp from what is below. Are you certain she still?"
He looks at you confused, like, no,
No.
her lair is below.
Yes. And she protects you from what is beneath.
She protects us because we are her children. We don't have... He seems genuinely befuddled by the comments about the below. Like,
Right, no, he doesn't... I understand he doesn't
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
Well, and if you guys even describe, like, describe what the sort of your understanding of the Underdark is, they've got no frame of reference for that whatsoever. And
And I'm also assuming they've never actually been in her lair.
it also means that, like, in other places, think of where some of the other places, like the older places that you've been here, the giants are aware of what's below, and they've got, there was some sense in their mythology of that, the existence of that thing. You asked me last time about, asking about stories about that the lizard folk may have here. None of them have any stories, interestingly, about the night below, about things from below, about the cold ones. There's none of that stuff populates their kind of their mythologized history or actual history at all.
Right. No, and that's why Galador is suggesting that their queen protects them from what is below.
Okay, so he
I get that they don't know that. I was even
Yeah.
assuming they've never even been in her lair or would know about such things. I'm just suggesting to him that their queen protects them, and that if the thing is here now, I'm hoping that she's still guarding.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she's training. Hannah's like, any training before I can get any more experience.
No. I'll bug the Geckoman next session. It just strikes me that if they are willing to train us
Do you want to spend 4
to
weeks
be
in this swamp?
hunted and avoid being hunted, I mean, hey, sneaking training is sneaking training.
Okay.
He's trying to turn days of travel into passive training.
So, guys, this
Gotta get it
is
somehow.
for this session. Those of you who are warriors, you have gained defeated 14 hit dice worth of adversaries, and for
One of my spells will work.
Steve, what's your level, Steve?
I believe it's 6th.
6. Okay. Oh, where is it here? I think it's Bards. I think you get a quite unfavorable amount of XP here. Just give me a sec. Confirm what
He
it is
gets-
for you.
He gets
That's what
less than
I
half.
deserve.
Yeah, less than half of what they get.
Well, I think it isn't. Something in the back of my mind is remembering that they don't get the. It doesn't scale with levels the way that a warrior's does.
Oh, that's bull.
No, it's
It's a skill half level.
let's see here. Yeah, no, it doesn't scale at all. 5 hit per hit dice of creature, not per level. It's 5 hit. Yeah, bards don't get a lot from combat stuff. All right,
They
so
also get
Steve,
treasure bonuses.
you get 70 extra XP on top of what everyone else is going to get here.
Okay.
Okay, so 70, and then for the rest of you guys, divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you today. Well, guys, so in scale of fights you guys have had thus far, where does this one rank?
I think it was over too quickly for me to really dread it, but it was bad.
Everyone else who got paralyzed or dead, what did you guys think?
Really tough. Especially with a penalty to your save.
Yeah, and my save is terrible to begin with.
So then hopefully this will make the sting a little less, guys, because for today, 3,200 XP.
Oh,
That has put me dangerously close to leveling up. I gotta add this up.
Enjoy it, guys.
I'm already pre-trained
I
for
will
8,
watch
so if I
those-
do,
I'll watch those XP just float by.
Well, hold on. What level? Have you capped up so you got enough that you can hit level?
6.
So I'm level 4. I'm at 9,999 because I can only go up that high. Level 5 minus 1, right? Level 5's 10k.
Yep.
That's hence why I'm like really eager for training opportunities.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay.
Oh, because you're level 3 and you're training level 4 right now?
I'm level 4, training for level. I need to train for level 5. I've got enough XP.
Well, then you can
hit
go to
5.
level 6 minus
Yeah,
1.
you can get up to level 6 minus 1.
If I'm currently level 4,
Yes.
I thought you can only hold up to the level directly above.
No,
me.
it's he's right. You only get up to the one level ahead.
What?
Right.
No. Okay, but... So if
No,
you're
you
level
can get-
4, you get enough experience to train for level 5. Then you can get all the experience up to level 6 minus 1.
Nope. You can get all the
That's how
experience.
we've been doing it.
That's how we've been
Is
doing
that how it
yeah.
is? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he is
because-
level 4, like if he's already trained as level 4, then yes, because otherwise you'd never reach level 5. If you always stayed one below level 5, you'd never actually
Yes,
reach
he's.
the
Oh,
next
you're right.
level.
Yeah. You can get to up to one less than level 6.
Right.
So Dorman dinged to level 8.
Well, no, he
Okay,
has enough
so then-
XP to get to level 8.
No, he pre-trained.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
So let's do my hit points.
Okay.
B6s and
So 2d4.
it's thief.
Oh, it's his thief level. Okay, so 3 points. So
Divided by 2.
Right, 2. Yeah, round. So that'll be 2 points.
2 points and no con bonus this level. Cool.
Okay. All right.
I've only got the single.
Then, yeah. Okay, so we got. So Dorman is up to 1. You're not going to get your extra spell slot until you sleep.
No, it's thief, not mage.
Oh, it's your thief that you went up. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All
Mage
right.
is
So
a
then,
ways off.
for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 118 of the Night Below campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, you can find a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where all of us are active. We have channels dedicated to this campaign, every other campaign we have on the channel, as well as a bunch of other great channels, including the Finding a Group channel, channels dedicated to every version of D&D that we run on the channel, as well as a channel dedicated to the charity initiatives that we have on the channel. And the reason I mention that is because from now until August 1st, for every $25 Canadian that you donate, you get one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other great prizes that we have for our next charity raffle. The next charity raffle will be on August 1st. The grand prize from that will be a copy of Beadle and Grimm's Legendary Edition Curse of Strahd box set. The second prize is a copy of the Shadowy Silver Edition of the Curse of Strahd box set. I'm hoping to do an unboxing of that this weekend, so I can show you what will be in that second prize. Third prize is going to be a wonderful chainmail dice bag made by our resident armor smith here, Dave. And then other prizes include, let's see, a copy of the awesome Bronze Age fantasy RPG Jackals that I have picked up to kick in. And the author of Jackals, J.M. DeFogie, has very generously donated a copy of the brand new campaign, Fall of the Children of Bronze, as a prize as well. There is also 2 Dungeon Crawl Classic modules donated by our buddy George. There is a copy of the new, or upcoming, I should say, Acton Cthulhu 2D20 rulebook coming as well as a bunch of great stuff from the Dungeon Musings Redbubble shop. So, including some T-shirts, some posters, and some water bottles or mugs. So lots of great prizes, and all money that is donated goes directly to the SOS Children's Villages International Charity. None of it goes to the channel, none of it goes to any other middleman. It just goes to help out the over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children who benefit from SOS Children's Villages International's services. So lots of opportunities to win some great gaming prizes and to help out some kids. And in addition, you also get a chance to head over If you donate or have donated since April 1st, you can head on over to the Charity Initiatives channel on the Dungeon Musings Discord server, and you can vote for what game we're playing in our next charity session. We have 4 awesome Pulp Fiction style games that are up for voting right now. The 2 leading ones are, oh gosh, how am I not remembering it? Adventure is one of them, and I don't remember what the other one is. Do you guys remember what the second place... Let me take a look at the server here, because it is a neck-and-neck race right now. So if you have donated, I'd encourage you to head on over and cast your vote. Oh, City of Mist, right. City of Mist is the... both of those are neck-and-neck right now, but there are a couple of other great Pulp Fiction RPGs that you can vote for. And then in the week before the session, you'll have a chance to have a say in either what equipment our heroes will start with or what story elements we'll touch on in our adventure. So, way to help out some kids, way to win some good, great gaming stuff, and to have a say on what happens on the channel. Last thing I'll say is an enormous thank you to Andrew, John, Jeffrey, Steve-O, and Dave. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I know it's very fucking hot where most of us are right now, so I appreciate you guys spending this muggy day with us back in the Shrieking Mire. Congratulations on defeating, I think, the highest XP adversary you guys have faced thus far.
Yes.
It was certainly a big payout.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So then, for those listening at home, once again, thank you so much for joining us for this session. Until we see you again, we hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We do hope that we've given you a couple of hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes in the Shrieking Mire are getting themselves up to. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.